Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to end a video, and this is a paid request for Devonte. Thank you so much for that. I apologize for the lateness. Trying to catch up on stuff. But he sent a request for me to check out a fan film called Stream Legacy. Now, for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. I do have a CashApp because people have asked about that. Those links are in the info box, whether on the bottom, the side, where it's at. It could be a movie review, a re-review, a topic, random movie topic, commentary, reaction, playthrough of a video game, or hour try of a video game, whatever the case may be. I'll get to as soon as I can. And for those who sent it, thank you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, Stream Legacy, a fan film. Now, with fan films, the thing about them is that for me, at times, there's a little bit of leniency I have with them because they don't have the professional people involved, usually. They don't have the budget, usually, to make them like films of that go to theaters or things of that nature. Usually they don't have millions of dollars for stuff, for effects, for lighting, and they don't have the most professional people involved. But at the same time, there have been some fan films I've thoroughly enjoyed, like Never Hike Alone. I don't like the people who made it for reasons I won't go into because it'll take me 10 minutes to do it. But I did like that film. Even the second one was okay. The Never Hike Alone 2, I should say. The one in the middle, Never Hiked in the Snow, the less said about that, the better. But I mean, there's been other ones that I've enjoyed. That Mad Max one I reviewed, that was pretty good. But then there's been others that I thought were terrible. Lotus, the Spider-Man one, Lotus, I thought that was absolutely garbage. This one was better than I thought it would be. And honestly, although I have issues with it, I like this more than Stream 5 and 6, to be honest. Now, it takes place after Stream 3, so ignore Stream 4. It's 2022, so I don't know if Stream 5 had come out by this time. But yeah, I'd probably say I like this more than Stream 4. I definitely liked it more than 5 and 6. Because as it was a faster pace, it's only an hour and change long. The lead actress, Jackie Luke, I liked her more than the people they got on Stream 5 and 6, especially Jenna Ortega or whoever the hell that girl is, the one who's like is she like a terrorist support? I don't know what the hell she is. She had a bug up her ass and is gone now. I'm like, I don't care. I didn't think you were good enough. The one who played Billy Loomis's daughter, whatever the hell her name was, I don't care about her. I think she's a crappy actress, and I don't care about her politics. I don't care about anything about her. But this girl who plays Katie Prescott, this daughter of Sidney Prescott, I actually thought she was good. I thought she was likable. And yeah, I mean, the film does not have a whole lot of gore. There's some stabbings, but you don't really get to see much of it. The music is trying to be like Grand Revel, and it's okay. The look of the film is decent for a fan film. Like, there's some decent production on that. It's not something I would ever watch again, but at the same time, I'm a guy that I only like Stream and Stream 3. That's really the only ones I like. But this, for a fan film, like I said, I could deal with it. And the thing is, like, there's not a whole lot of that meta humor in it. Like, only once or twice. I think one conversation two sisters have is over, I want to say, Chris Evans. There's a few references where a TV pops up and it's playing the original Nightmare on Elm Street. But like I said, there's not a whole lot of references to, the rules of sequels or the rules of legacy sequels. It's really more about the beginning portion, the psychiatrist who, I guess, knew Sidney Prescott, This killer wants to know where Sydney's at, Nev Campbell's character's at. He doesn't say anything. The guy doing the ghost faced voice, like they're trying to sound like the voice in the older films, and it's like sometimes I would laugh at it of how much they're trying to be, but then sometimes okay, they're doing the best they can. I'm like, damn, the black guy dies first. So horror films that the black guy does first, this is one of them. There's the janitor who's black, he dies. And you know, a chunk of the kills are off screen, and the ones that you do see, you don't get to see a whole lot. I mean, it's, you know, stabbing. But I guess you just say that's a lot of the stream films do the same thing. So the doctor is killed eventually, and we're then at Woodsboro, where Katie Prescott is coming back all these years after. Again, Stream 3 is the last one in continuity in this world. She comes back, she meets with some friends. The other characters, they're there. It's funny when she meets her friends. They're having dinner, and for one of them, there's like an IHOP right in the back. So I'm like, wow, he even has the product placement in there. Either they really liked IHOP, or did IHOP do something for this fan film? Did IHOP like give them some free food or something? Like, we'll do that, but can you put IHOP like right here in the back when one of them is talking? And there's these suspects, because people really want her mom's number. People are like, hey, Sidney Prostad, can I get her number? Can I get her number? I'm like, why the hell are you all so nosy? You know how she's off the grid. You could probably determine, if you know her enough, that with what she went through in 3 films, why wouldn't she be off the grid? Why you want her number so damn much? Everyone's so damn nosy. Mind your business. Mind your damn business. I mean, in the characters, I mean, there's this radio podcast girl lady, and she's only there to get killed. I'm like, fine, I don't care. There's a little bit where Ghostface chases her, and she hits him with the top part of the freezer part of the fridge, but then she turns, and for some reason she slips. I don't know what she slipped on. She slipped on her bra, she slipped on her clit, I don't know. She slipped on something, and the killer stabs her. And that's what I mean, like, the first time I'm sitting there going, I don't know about this. I know it's a fan film, but like the psychiatrist, not really the best actor. This radio podcast lady, why should I care? She's there to say Sydney's daughter's back, and then she dies. The look of Ghostface, like they got the right costume. The music is trying to sound like Scream films, but they're, you know, trying to do that. But when it settled on just the daughter character, I think the reason I didn't mind it at the end of the day is I liked her. I liked her acting. I liked the idea of being with Sydney's daughter. That seems the more natural thing. Not Billy Loomis's daughter. I think Sydney's daughter kind of makes the most sense for continuing. And I thought the actress, I give credit Jackie Luke. She did a good job. She was capable. She was likable. I like the bit when she's back at her grandpa, Sydney's dad's place, as she's looking through like her mom on these People magazine covers, and you know, a little bit of the world building, like all the stuff that happened with Stream 2 and Stream 3, all these magazine articles, all these covers of these. It gives a little bit of the world building of this place. And then she notices something's up, and she got a text from her grandpa, and it's like, hey, you're not saying anything? And granted, you would think with what happened with her mom, she'd be a little bit more, like, she's leery about it, but you think she would take, like, a weapon, but she doesn't. I do like, on TV, it's playing Nightmare on Elm Street, the original. Kind of like how in the original Stream, it's Halloween being played. I would sometimes go back to these cops, And I didn't mind the one guy. I think his name is Garcia, Anthony Hernandez. I didn't mind him because apparently he was on the police force. He has a sense that he doesn't like that he wasn't able to save many people. We did a little bit of info that I guess Sidney Prescott did not marry Kincaid, the guy in Stream 3. Like, they're still alive. And I'm kind of fine with them doing that because they say that her Sidney Prescott's husband died. But they didn't want to kill off Kincaid, the how the hell did I forget his damn name from Stream 3? I'm so bad with names. Patrick Dempsey. It's like, okay, we gotta have this for the story, but so I thought this was actually kind of respectful way, and that's why I kind of gave a little bit of approval to this. They want to make it a bit where our main character's dad died. Her mom's alive, and that's why she's more off the grid, but her dad died. But they don't want to kill off Kincaid, so they say, well, this other guy, what was his name? Eli Palmer. He married Sidney Prescott and is this girl's dad. And that apparently at one point they were attacked. That guy was killed off screen. And that's actually, you find out, is this killer. So you make a little bit of connection with the lead character and this killer. And you don't want to kill Patrick Dempsey. So it's funny how this film respects that and older characters more than the new films. Yeah, kill off Dewey. Make him a loser. Make him a loser who can't be a cop anymore, and then he dies because he's a fucking idiot in the movie, even though he's been through all this stuff in Stream 1, 2, 3, and 4. So how is it that Stream 5 is less respectful than a damn fan film? A damn fan film is more respectful to the legacy characters than a damn multi-million-dollar production. Go figure. So that's I'm okay. Now, I wish there was a bit more beat to the bones to that story. And that's the thing, because it wasted so much time with the psychiatrist at the beginning, and then this radio podcast girl that really meant nothing. Just another victim. To cue the song from Judgment Night. Just another victim, kid. I kind of wish we had less of that and more of the story of this girl, what happened to her dad, and her missing her dad. Let's have a picture of her dad. And yeah, I like this guy Kincaid. I met him. He's a nice guy, and I could tell he still likes my mom. Like, have some stuff of that, some character building. Yeah, you may not get as many kills, but I mean, it's not like the kills are much anyway. It's not like there's great crazy gore. So I'd rather you have more of the character development. Put that into play. I would have preferred that story-wise, and that would make the first third of the film a bit more intriguing to me. Instead of just people I don't care about dying, and they're not even the best acted parts anyway. So I do think the opening is a bit iffy, but then when it gets into the daughter character, I was liking it a bit more. The daughter gets chased, she calls the cops. The cops come to that. Before they get there, this guy who lights Katie Prescott, he arrives. At least tries to fight the killer off. Now, of course, there is stuff that reminds you of the first. There's a bit where they get caught in the garage. Thankfully, no one tries to go through the doggy door like the first film, so they don't try to copy tremendously. But, the guy tries to fight the killer, but he gets his ass killed for it. Sometimes I kind of wonder why certain people did certain things or how certain things happen. Like, spoilers, a bit more to spoilers. Overall, I think it's worth the watch for an hour. Overall, I say I liked it. I gotta give more to that. It's mainly for the lead girl's performance. And like it's strange they didn't try to go more for like witty, funny dialogue. It was more kind of just a straightforward, I don't know, serious story in a way, where there's not a whole lot of meta humor. And I don't know, part of me is like okay with that because if they try that, then if it was terrible humor, it was terrible dialogue, then. But at the same time, it felt less stream with not having that much of that type of dialogue in there, except very briefly. But at the same time, I kind of like there was a bit more. I don't know, it's just the kind of thing in my head where I go 50-50 on it. If it was very funny dialogue, it would have been nice to have that on there. It would feel more like Stream, but at the same time, if it was done piss poorly, then it'd be like stuff in Stream 5 and 6. So I go back and forth. But yeah, what the hell was I going to talk about before I go off that tangent? Oh, certain things characters do. Spoilers. Like this girl who is friends with Katie Prescott, she comes in, what's going on? What's going on? And she lives nearby with her younger sister. They're in like the kitchen, and Ghostface just rises behind her. I'm like, how did Ghostface get there? It's like they're in this small kitchen. He somehow crawled, like he's commando, and then rose behind her. It's not like he came out of a closet. It's literally he rises from behind her. So she's talking to someone and doesn't notice someone's crawling, I don't know, or hiding behind her. That's what I mean. Like, what the hell? So I didn't know how Ghostface did that. He must be tactical. Must be SWAT. A SWAT Ghostface. Also, when the cops get there, and some of the cops, the acting's not the great. I didn't mind the guy. I didn't Anthony Hernandez. I didn't mind him. But again, I wish there was more story to him and his backstory of these people he tried to save, but he couldn't save because of the other past Ghostface killers. Like I said, I wish there was more backstory development of his character and a bit more of Katie and her dad and who her dad was, and maybe some pictures, maybe some references to who her dad and how much she cared for her dad, how much she misses her dad. There's more backstory character of that and more backstory character of this Garcia guy. I think this would have been a stronger fan film, at least to me. Because those elements are kind of more interesting to me than some of the Ghostface stuff, sadly. And like the cops, sometimes I'm sitting there, the cops, this is like some of the dumbest cops. So many times I'm like, why don't you use your gun? Like the killer gets a cop, but then he tries to strangle the guy. I'm like, stop trying. I know you got wounded, but don't try to strangle Ghostface. Get your gun and. Same with this one guy who's by a pool. Ghostface trying to kill him, and he's throwing the guy. Basically, he goes on top and punches him. I'm like, don't go on top and punch him. Get your gun. Get your gun. Why are you not getting your gun? You got the gun in your hands. I don't straddle you, I don't punch you. Fuck that shit. Get the gun and shoot him in the face. Or, but they don't do it. So I'm like, what are you doing? So he gets stabbed and thrown in the pool for good measure. Yeah, there you go, for being stupid. Like Garcia's the only guy with the gun, and he gets stabbed because he gets stabbed in the back because, well, he gets shot. He gets shot from the back. But you don't really have much of a fight between the girl and Ghostface. I thought that was disappointing. It's pretty much Ghostface comes up, reveals who he is, and like most of these films, the reveal is disappointing. So I guess they capture that from the Scream films. Disappointing reveals. It's a guy we saw one time when Katie came into town and met her friend, and then there's this other guy. Actually, he's the guy with the IHOP behind him. Maybe the IHOP made him crazy. But no, he's the brother of Billy Loomis and the son of Laurie Metcalf from Scream 2. And he wants to find where Sidney Prescott's at to kill her. Because she killed my brother and my mom. Which, I mean, okay. I mean, I guess that's as good of a reason as any of these killers. But it's like we only saw this guy one time, so when he revealed himself, I honestly went, "Who the fuck is that?" I did say, I'm like, "Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that? Who the fuck is that?" But I had to go. I'm like, "Oh, he was in this one scene. Okay, all right." But you don't really get much of a fight. You don't really get much of a chase, and that's disappointing. Like there should have been like a chase where she's he's chasing her and he's doing stuff and slamming into him and stuff. But no, it's pretty much the killer just grab. I think she punches maybe once, but just grabs her, ready to kill her, and then spoiler, the top Garcia shoots him. And then it does the thing from Stream 1. He pops back up. She shoots him in the head, like her just like her mom did to this guy's brother. She goes out. She comforts the younger sister that her older sister died, calls her mom, and then it's over. Garcia sees that some of his friends are dead. He breaks down, which makes sense. I mean, his friends are dead. Sees that they're dead. He would be sad. That's a rational response. He helped save this person, so at least he did something. Which, I mean, he kind of does what. Well, trying to think. That Cordy Cox did in Stream 1. Helps out to give Nev Campbell the time. So, I mean, there's stuff that will make you remember, but it's kind of hard for me. It's more, I'm less lenient on that when it's a full-fledged, like, 50, $80 million movie, where they should know a bit better, but it's a fan film. They want to, hey, I'm a fan, this was, like I said, I'm more lenient on that, for right or wrong. I do wish there was a bit more action in the chase in the third act. I do wish the Garcia and the Katie Prescott characters have a bit more development of their backstory. I think that's maybe a few scenes with the two of them earlier in the film. In some way, some shape would have been nice. Like I say, the kills are nothing to run home about. But I will say, like, the production value for a fan film is pretty good. I mean, I've seen direct-to-video, direct-to-Tubi films look worse than this. The acting by those two I mentioned, Jackie Luke and Anthony Hernandez, I didn't mind them, and I didn't mind those characters. The idea of I need to find where Sidney Prescott is, so I'm going to try to get to the daughter to find where your mom's at, and she's smart, she never gives out her number, so she didn't act like a dumbass. I appreciate that. So again, that I appreciate. Do I wish the kills were a bit more crazy or gory? Yeah. The whole beginning with the psychiatrist, did I care? Not really. Do people do stupid things like yeah, some of the dumbest cops? Yes. I wish Katie Prescott had a bit more of a battle with the killer. That would have been nice to see. Them show her as tough as her mom. But like I said, I mean, it's sad that those two actors were better than some of the new people I saw in Stream 5 and 6. And I think maybe that little bit went a long way for me to why I didn't mind the second half of it. Some people may be like, not see that, but for me, I'm like, that went a bit of a long way for me, and again, I guess as a fan film, I'm more lenient than others. So, whatever, see this again? No. But I think if you're a Stream fan, you would get a kick out of this. Yeah. Like I said, Stream 1 and 3 are really the only ones I like. So maybe I'm not as diehard of a Stream fan as other people are, but like I said, I like the look of the Ghostface mask. Thought they captured that very well. The music does feel reminiscent of the Stream film, so I think they did a capable job of that. I wouldn't say I would listen to the score again, but it's capable. Not as good, of course, as Stream One or stuff, but and also where I saw it, I think there's some issues with the soundtrack copyright because there's times where it's silent, it's not supposed to. Like I think when the daughter enters Woodsboro, I think Red Right Hand played, the song that was in the first one. But I think they had issues with copyright because you just held like it felt like it played for 10 seconds and then it was silence. And I think they used another song for the end credits because it was just silent. I don't know if they used the music from the first movie. I don't know if they used another song, what that was. But where I saw it on YouTube, it got screwed with. So I don't know the best way to view this. Because on YouTube, it seems like some songs got messed with copyright-wise. I don't know if they know that or not. So be warned of that. But overall, I didn't mind it. It's flawed. Like I said, I think if you worked on the backstory of the girl's dad and a bit more of her contemplating her dad and that stuff. Well, I mean, it made sense. Idea why, because it's a brand new theater, we don't know. But I'm just saying within the story that this is a guy that saved your mom and saved you, it would be more efficient. I said a bit more of this Anthony Hernandez and people we didn't get to save, and like a bit more work on that, and again a bit more of the lead girl having a chase and being the hell out of the bad guy. That would have been a bit more exciting. But overall, I think if you're a fan, it's worth a watch. I've seen much worse. With that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.